Hi everyone, LJ here. It's been a very long time since I've done a Gears of War custom video, and I apologize about that. I was meant to be more consistent. A lot of things have happened and gone on. I've been very distracted from recording anything. So hopefully I'll start trying to upload at least maybe once or twice a week, if that. I've got a lot of customs to show you guys I haven't shown on the channel yet. And I've got a lot of other channel ideas that I want to put forward in the future. So let's just talk about the ideas that I have now and the things that I'm going to show in this video. So I think you've already seen this guy. This is my E1S experiment 1 successful. Now we're not talking about him again because you've already seen him. What we're talking about, as you've seen by the title and the thumbnail, is a beautiful digital file made by a great guy called the STLSmith. He's got his own website. You can also find his files on Colts 3D. And the Elite Boomer is a project I really wanted to make after playing Realm Shadow DLC. And obviously, because of STLSmith, he made this file possible, which I am super grateful for. Now, he made this helmet to fit the Boomer head sculpt. So this is the first one I printed and painted, and as you can see, the details came out pretty nice. You can still see very mild layer lines, but you can still see all the crisp detail that was like hand sculpted in this, stuff like that, all the scars and dents and rivets and stuff. And then obviously it fits on perfectly. Nice snug fit. You still got the articulation in the head. So, as we know who collect the NECA Gears of War figures, the Mauler comes with this head. So after I printed the helmet, I wanted to do a test fit. So I put this helmet on that head, and as you can see, the chin and the cheekbones come just under the helmet. And there was a part of me that was like, right, okay. It still looks really cool. It still fits really nicely on the head sculpt and whatnot. So I thought, okay. And I said to myself, well, what if I scaled it up a little bit? So let's put this one back on him. So as you can just see, if I bring him closer, the cheek armor goes all the way down to the chin. Right? You can see that if I bring it closer. You can see how it covers the chin. So I printed a second one. There's a slight difference. I gave him like a shinier upper silver like eyebrow to mid nose piece. Similar paint scheme. I just made this bit a bit more silver. And then I put it on the Elite Mauler, or the Mauler head, sorry. And the chin armor and cheek armor goes right down. So I said, great, that's perfect now. Because get a Mauler, put this on the head, fits perfectly. Tried to print a couple of other ones because I wanted to have quite a few, just in case someone messaged me about wanting one, or just in case I need a spare. And then one failed, so I decided to take the failed print, and instead of throwing it away like I do with most failed prints, I turned it into a battle damaged Elite Mauler. So like this bit's been broken off underneath here. This has got a massive crack in it. That's been broken. That's been broken. And obviously the other horn. But my point was, I wanted the helmet to fit over the open mouth head as well as the closed mouth. So now we've got the open mouth helmet that covers, and that one. And then it also appeared to me in my mind that I really wanted there to be one of each, so it covers both. The thing that I didn't think about was, when he opens his mouth, so at the moment his mouth is closed, helmet's like that. The thing that didn't clear to me in my mind was that obviously when the boomer is screaming, his cheeks and his chin would go below the armor because he's opened his mouth. So that actually makes sense that this would be how it would look realistically. You know, if you're there with the boomer, that's how the whole thing would look. He's now opened his mouth and screaming, so it would go slightly lower. So either way you can win. If you just wanted the one helmet, now this is at its natural scale. So this is how the STLSmith like scaled this print. So if you wanted just the natural one that can either go over the open mouth, or you wanted it to just go over the original boomer head, then either way you get a great helmet, no matter what. If you're like me and just wanted it to kind of, you know, whatever, to kind of fit with the cheeks, then you can get two and have the one that still covers over the cheek and the one that covers the normal head. I'm hoping I'm making sense here. I'm hoping that the way I'm speaking makes sense. But yeah, you can either, like, if you just scale it up by 1%, you don't have to scale it any higher than that 1%. So when I opened this up in Cura, it said it was 49.5. So what I did was just scaled it up by going up to 51. So instead of 49.5, I'd done 51. And that made it perfect for the open mouth to cover the cheeks. But if you don't want that, then at that already existing scale, you get a perfect helmet that naturally just fits the boomer head anyway. So as you guys know, I owned a hand sculpted grinder hat helmet. And I did a couple of casts for those. This is one of the castings from it, and it's pretty good. The STLSmith has uploaded an actual, smack myself, has uploaded a whole bunch of Locust helmets, including the Elite Mauler, the Mauler, the Boomer Flamethrower, a bunch of different Locust helmets, including the Butcher hat and the Grinder helmet. And the Grinder helmet does have so much more detail in it than the handcrafted one that I casted from. So I will be getting that file, and I'll be printing some of the more detailed Grinder helmets too. But as you guys remember, I also did make from the casted Grinder helmet before, when it failed, a kind of battle damaged headshot grinder. And I'll probably do the same for for the other ones. But yeah, please, if you don't know who STLSmith is and you're a Gears of War guy, like obviously you would be if you're watching this, go and get some of those files. If you have a printer, or you know someone with a printer, go and download some of these files. I mean, I'll even show you another one that he did very quickly, and I'll do a whole video on it at some point. But he even did a mulcher, and the detail on this is insane. It's a beautiful file. The only bit I'm struggling with is this bit. I always struggle with, because that's how it prints on the bed. It prints like that, and then, you know, the detail gets lost right on the end. But overall, the whole print is gorgeously detailed. And another file that he did is the Enforcer. I've got one painted up, and I've got this one to paint up. But with the grinder, the mulcher, sorry, I painted one of those up and gave it to Ocean Gourd. And like I said, the detail just comes through so much on this print. You know, the leather straps there, all the different rivets and paneling, everything is just gorgeous on the print. You know, STLSmith does a great job, and he mainly does miniatures for Gears of War and other games, but the Gears of War helmets and weapons that he's done, it's insane. So please please go and check him out. And like I said, if you have a printer or an access to a printer, download some of those files, print them yourself or get them printed. It's so worth it. Anyway, this is it for now. Just thought I would show the Elite Mauler helmet done by him, and then obviously my painted versions and how they look to scale. Anyway, take care, you wonderful people. I'll see you next time. And here's a new improved version of my my background, because this was the original and that's the new. Nice and shiny. Take care. Bye for now.